Superior Courthouse covering Lori Vallow-Daybell's Arizona conspiracy trial. And I flew into Arizona this morning. Um, I got up very early, and my plane got here very early. And the court didn't start until 10:30, but I met up with Tom Evans, juror number 18, who is walking past right there, and his wife. And we actually sat in the wrong courtroom for about 15 minutes before we realized that we were in the wrong place. And so we went to go find the right place. So I was a little bit late getting in there this morning. And um, I am reporting. Okay, good. People are here. Hi. Good to see you guys. I am reporting on my X account, trying to give kind of a blow by blow description of what's happening. And I'm going to continue to do that as much as I possibly can. But I am also going to come on during the lunch break, which is where we're at right now. And then at 1:30 local time, we go back in. We've done a round of jury selection this morning. There are no live jurors in the courtroom right now, um, but we have gotten through the first 200 jury questionnaires. So I think that only 163 of them were returned electronically. And so far, um, we went through all 163 of those, and we're left with 52 potential jurors, which will be interviewed in person starting tomorrow. What are in person starting tomorrow? 1:30, what's going to happen in the courtroom is that we're going to hear Nate Eaton argue his motion to be removed from Lori's witness list. Lori noticed Nate Eaton as a potential witness in the case, and Nate says, "I really don't have anything material to provide to the case, so I'd like to be excused so that I can cover the case." So as I came into the courtroom this morning, I noticed right away Justin Lum right up front. Nate Eaton is there, of course, Lauren from Hidden True Crime. I met a couple of really nice reporters from local stations here and representing Court TV. And so I'm getting to see and notice all of the reporters who were in the courtroom. There are quite a lot of them. I would say probably at least 15, all clicking away on their laptops. So there were a lot of people there. It'll be interesting to see how things fill up. This courtroom is much bigger than Judge Boreski's courtroom. There probably are a total of about 60 seats in here. So I'm hopeful that people won't have trouble getting in. But, having about 15 or so reporters here already, that doesn't leave a whole lot of room for the public. Although I guess we'll just have to wait and see. It seemed like there was plenty of room for the days that I was in Idaho. And I guess we'll just have to see. Lauren was noticing that around 60 or so, maybe 70 of the jurors who were polled um, knew about the case, at least knew enough about the case that they were excluded from service, which was Lauren was noting a lot higher number than in Idaho. So it'll be interesting to see how the voir dire goes tomorrow when they start asking specific questions about how much they know about the case and what they've seen, what opinions they've formed. Um, I do want to tell you guys, I guess the one big thing from today for me is that I was curious to see if Lori would look at me or if she would notice me. And just from the standpoint of like, I kind of want her to know that I'm here. Um, I don't want to really communicate with her at all. I'm not allowed to communicate with her, but I was curious to know if she would recognize me. It's been about 10 years since I've seen her in person. And I will say there was a moment when the defense was having or sorry, the state was having trouble with their technology. So we paused for a few minutes and Lori looked in my direction and we met eyes for just a very brief moment and there was no recognition on her face at all. So I thought, okay, well, she doesn't recognize me. She doesn't know that it's me. But after court adjourned and the judge left the courtroom, lots of the reporters got up and left. Everybody that I was with got up and left. But I wanted to wait and see. I was curious, first of all, to know if they were going to lead Lori out of the courtroom, um, if the bailiff was going to lead her out, if they were going to put handcuffs or shackles back on her as she was led out of the courtroom. So I was curious about that. But I also just wanted to see if she would look my way or not. And she did. And it seemed like at first she wasn't really sure who I was, but when she did sort of a double take and looked back again, I did see some recognition there. So I think that she does know that I'm here. I think she knows that it's me. And I can't really explain why that was important to me to have her know that I'm here. Maybe I'll figure that out as I do some journaling and some other talking and unpacking. So I'm glad that I'm here. I'm absolutely convinced that I'm in the right place, that I'm doing the right thing. I'm convinced that I need to be here and this is important to me. So I appreciate everybody's support. I can't really read comments very well because there's a glare on here. So if you have questions for me, please put them in the comments after the live because I will go back and read those comments afterwards. And I am going to be doing a recap at the end of the trial day every day that I'm here. Well, whether I'm here or not, I'm going to be doing a recap. My plans right now are to be here for the first 3 weeks. After that, the fourth week we're in recess, and then after that we'll just have to see how things go. But I am going to be doing a recap every day. The Nate Eaton hearing is right now. It's going to be in about 15 minutes, and I will be keeping track of that on X. Um, I did make a post on YouTube this morning with my X handle on there, so you can go follow me over there. I know some people don't like that platform. I'm not a fan of it, but it is a really efficient way to get information out in real time. So that's why I'm using it. And I will be doing that for the hearing this afternoon. And then after court has completely concluded for the day, once I sort of get myself settled where I'm staying, I will be going live again to do a recap and I'll be able to answer your questions a lot better then because right now it's just hard for me to see with the glare. So I am grateful to you for being here. Thank you for your support. It's good to know that there are people out there who care about this case, who care about justice for Charles. um, it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's just jury selection. It's kind of superficial. We're talking about whether or not people are qualified to serve on the jury. Once evidence starts getting presented, I'm just an empathic person and I feel so much for Charles and for the fact that he was just trying so hard to get help for Lori. Like he was concerned about Lori. That was his focus. He wasn't worried about himself really. He wasn't thinking that she was serious about hurting him. He was just trying to get her help. And I just know that my heart is broken already for him and for everything that happened after this. So I know that it's going to be tough on some days and I'm grateful that you guys are here. So I'm going to head back into the courtroom and I will see you guys again in a few hours when court adjourns. Take care. See you soon.